Welcome to the Mom Live, the show designed exclusively for mom entrepreneurs who are building their online businesses while nurturing their families. I am thrilled to have you join us today as we dive into a topic that's close to every mompreneur's heart: crafting a vibrant future with a clear vision, because we all want to build a legacy for our littles. In this episode, we'll explore the powerful concept of lifestyle by design and how it can transform your life and your business. And if you haven't been following along with us, this is our third episode in the Lifestyle by Design series. So go ahead and get back in the group or on the YouTube channel and find the other Lifestyle by Design episodes so that you can catch up and keep up with us as we go through this series. Now, we'll explore the powerful concept of lifestyle design and how it can transform your life and your business. But we'll also unpack the process of envisioning your health, personal growth, finances, home environment, and even the fun and service aspects of your life. So get ready to gain practical strategies, insights, and inspiration to shape the life you truly desire. So I want you to grab a pen and paper because we're about to embark on a journey of self discovery, goal setting, and taking intentional action. All right, if you are joining us live, make sure you are putting in the comments hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and let us know where you're watching us from. We'd love to know how far and wide the Mompreneur HQ community and Mom Live show reaches. And we really would just like to know, hey, how you doing? Where you from? I'm from Jersey. Where you? Where you from? That's just all conversation and getting to know our community. So please do fill that information out. And if you don't know who I am Rashida Green. I'm the founder of Get Right Coaching. I'm also the host of the Mompreneur HQ community, as well as the creator of the Digimompreneur Academy. And I help moms who are determined to find time, money, and location freedom to start online businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And I do that through coaching, content, community, and now through the Digimompreneur Academy. And if you are new to the community, how you doing? Hope you are enjoying our community. Make sure that you are on our email list so that you can get the information that may come out exclusively to email listers. So make sure that you do that. All right. So we are talking about lifestyle by design. It's amazing how fast time flies by, right? It feels as if you just blink and boom, 5 years have passed. The problem is, most of us tend to overestimate what we can do in a year and conversely underestimate what we can do for the long term, such as in 5 years. The truth is, most people don't create plans effectively. It all starts with your vision, and then it boils down to setting smart goals and developing an implementation schedule and plan designed to meet those goals, and that will help you get closer to bringing your vision to life. So, if you don't already have your pen, paper, pencil, make sure that you go ahead and grab that or your digital device so that you can record some of the things that we're speaking about and really think about these things. If you journal, then it would be nice to even journal some of these things so that you have this to reflect back on when time comes. I want you to write down in detail how you want your life to look in the following categories in 5 years. So if you already have your pen, paper, or digital device, right? Digital device, then you're good because you're ready for these things that I'm getting ready to tell you to do, or ask you to do. But if not, I'm giving you this one more moment. And then if you don't have yourself together, then you're going to have to watch the replay. All right. So we're talking about number one. We want you to think about in 5 years, health and lifestyle. Describe everything that you'd like to be true in 5 years about your health and the lifestyle you live. Leave no detail out about your health and the lifestyle you see yourself living in 5 years. For example, you can say that you will be at a healthy weight and you'll be living in a sunny environment in 5 years. Whatever that may be for your health and lifestyle, go ahead and write that down. Now, because we're live, I'm not actually going to give you time to think it all out and write it all out. But if you can just grab some snippets of the question that I asked you, then you can go back to these notes, refer back to them, and answer them fully so that you have a better understanding of what type of health and lifestyle you believe that you should have and will have in 5 years. All right, next is money and business. Now, again, we want you to get very specific about how you see your business and the money that you earn in 5 years. What will you be doing in your business in 5 years? Will you be doing all the administrative, or will you be bossing it, CEO in it, right? What is that going to look like for you in your business in 5 years? How much money will you be making in 5 years? So if your goal for 2023 was 100K, then, I'm not saying that you have to go berserk, but I would not suggest that 2024 be 100K and 2025 be 100K and 2026 be 100K, right? You get the idea. It should be progressive and not stagnant. And again, we want you to be very specific about the information that you include. So, when you're talking about your business, are you going to still be a solopreneur? Are you going to have a team? Will you be a nomad, meaning you can work from anywhere, any location that you kind of either live on a camp in an RV, camping across nations, or just literally house sitting all over the world? What is that business looking like for you? Now, we always talk about online businesses and passive income for just that reason, so that you can build a business that doesn't require your full-time attention so that you can focus on your family. But guess what? In 5 years, your children may be of an age that you don't have to focus on them as much. Not saying that you're going to stop being a mother, but if you have younger children, toddlers, it's different raising toddlers than it is to raise teenagers. Still, you need to be a parent. Still, your attention needs to be there. But the level of attention that you give to a toddler is going to be, or a newborn even, is going to be a lot different from what attention you give to a teenager. So, in 5 years, what would that look like for you? How much money? What is your business looking like? All right. We're going to go on to the next one. I want you to envision your home environment. Your home environment. How do you want your home to look in terms of its organization, right? Do you want it to be so sterile or just minimalistic, or feng shui, or what is it? Do you want the pool in the backyard, or do you want a covered porch, screened in porch, or maybe just a covered hot tub? What does that look like for you? Are you going to be go with the bigger home with the 5 bedrooms and the 4.5 baths, or are you going to downsize with the ranch? So these are things I want you to actually think about and write down for your 5 year vision. You're crafting a vision, and then we're going to set the action steps that you want that you need in order to get to the vision that you set for yourself, right? Do you want to live someplace different or unique? Do you want your home to be organized in a specific way? Name everything so that you can go back and make a schedule of how you want this to all play out for you. All right, the next one would be fun and service. What type of fun do you think you'll be having in 5 years? Now, come on. What type of fun do you think you'll be having? Maybe you are hustling and grinding in your business right now, and fun is like a obscure word right now. But in 5 years, what type of fun do you think you'll be having? Will you be taking more vacations in 5 years? Think about it. If you're barely taking any vacations now, what does 5 years from now look like for you? Will you be a black belt in 5 years? Will you be a, certified chef, or a licensed beautician in 5 years? Also, Studies show that people are not truly happy unless they are performing some form of volunteer service to others. So, what do you want to be able to afford to have time and money to do for others? What type of giving do you see yourself doing? Whether that be financial or physically, like you physically want to volunteer to help Habitat for what is it? Homes for Habitat or Habitat, don't get me the lion. But if you wanted to volunteer to help build homes for communities or serve in a food bank or go on mission trips to Africa. Oh my gosh, y'all, my husband is on a mission trip in Africa. So y'all pray for me because it's just me and these girls. But yeah, that's something that he's passionate about and helping and serving. And so, that's something he's doing now, but who knows what the plan is in 5 years. Maybe he wants to go even further. Maybe he wants to go even longer than the time he's going this time. I don't know. But this is an opportunity for you to think of how you would like to be able to serve. Some people want to serve now and don't really necessarily have the finances to support that desire. So, one of the things that you can consider doing as a business owner is volunteering in your local chamber, SBA, as a mentor, or even sponsoring some of your sponsoring scholarships for some of your programs, courses, and even your signature program. That's helping someone to get to a different level that maybe they were not able to do on their own. But the ability to be able to give and give cheerfully, it warms the heart, and studies show that it really does make people more happy and fulfilled when they're able to help other people. Long gone are the days of Uncle Scrooge, right? Nah, I'm telling a story because Scrooge still exists. There are still people out there who are not happy and just have a whole lot of money and don't know what to do with it. So these things, the people are people. We're human. We all are different. And so some people enjoy it. Some people get happiness from it. And then there are those who are just like, no, I'm for self and that's it. So, but what about you? What do you want to be able to afford to have time and money to do for others in 5 years? All right, so I don't want you to think about it right now. Don't think about the how right now, right? We wrote down those questions in our journal or in our piece of paper or on our digital device. But now we're like, well, that's what I want in 5 years. But how am I going to do that? Well, I don't want you to think about the how just yet. As you write your vision for how you see yourself in 5 years, don't worry about how you're going to do it right now. This is your vision, meaning it's something that you see, it's something that may be down the line, and you can adjust it to for the realism later. Right now, right now you just want to get all written right now you just want to get it all written out the way you want it to be. That is the vision part. And that's the writing it down and making it plain. This is what I see. This is what I want for my life in 5 years. The way that it can be if nothing else mattered or could possibly get in your way, and as if money is not important at all. I want you to start behaving as the person who has reached their vision. Now, this is something that can be hard for some people to do. But if your future self exercises every day to be healthy, then your present self needs to do that too. Because you're not going to be able to, you're envisioning that that's something that you're going to do to stay healthy. But these things are all about habit, mindset, and habit. So, in order for you to be doing that in 5 years from now, you'd have to start somewhere. You'd have to make it be diligent and make it a habit of doing it. So why not have your present self start doing it now? Remove anything from your life, one thing at a time, that is contrary to or a roadblock to your vision coming true. If your goal is to do X, Y, and Z, your vision for 5 years from now is to do X, Y, and Z, then you don't want to waste your time building up on something or doing something or creating something or giving something, giving your energy to things that are not going to get you where you want to be. And I'm trying to remember the saying right now, but basically give it all give it all you got now. Do everything you got to do today so that you can bask in the return on investment tomorrow. So make your investment of time, make your investment of money, make your investment of sleepless nights now so that in the future you will be able to enjoy the fruit of your labor. That's what we want to do. And so right now, talking about behaving as the person who has reached their vision, what do you think would happen if you did that? Really, think about it. Oh, in 5 years, I want to be 20 pounds lighter. In 5 years, I want to have a house with 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. In 5 years, what's stopping you today from doing those things today? Identify what is blocking or keeping you from doing that thing today that you envision for 5 years down the road, and determine if it needs to go or if it needs to stay. Is it a habit that's not serving you, or is it a habit that is helping you to get to your destination? Is it a person that is not benefiting you, is not cheering you on, is not supporting you? Do you need that person to be in your life for that 5-year vision? Are they going to make it to the 5-year vision? If they're not, you can let them go. If you are trying to get from point A to point B in a vehicle with two wheels, say a motorcycle, and you got 700 bags, 200 extra friends that don't care nothing about you, thinking about those things, you need to let go some stuff. You need to drop it by the wayside so that you and your motor vehicle, your mode of transportation, the way that you intend to get to your destination needs to be free of debris so that you can get to where you want to be. All right. So the way we look at this now is to turn your 5-year vision into smaller 1-year sub goals. Right? We talk about goals all the time. We even talked about our money goals. Now, I showed you how to break down your money goal by putting out your goal amount, dividing it by 12 months, dividing it by, well, what products are you selling and how much are the products that you're selling? And then you calculate how many of those products do you need to sell in order to make that goal amount. That is your money math. And you can take that same process, turn it into 5 years if you want, so you can be able to see the progression of what needs to happen in your business in order for you to reach those goals. Excuse me. All right, so now that you know where you want to be in 5 years, it's time to design your map. This is how you're going to go from A to B. Remember, we talked about the vehicle. We talked about dropping stuff off that's not going to benefit you or help you, but only hindering you from getting to your goal. Then now we got that stuff out of the way. Now we have a roadmap. How are we going to get from A to B? We want you to work through one thing at a time. Don't think about trying to get rid of everything at the same time. That's a little stressful. Excuse me. Focusing on your business, you'll want to determine how far you can realistically get in your plan during year 1. If you said this was your goal, this is your vision in 5 years, how much can you realistically do in 1 year? Because I said, hey, well, what's stopping you from losing 20 pounds now? Right? Well, maybe because the way my schedule is set up, I can't get to certain foods. Well, I can only eat late at night. So how far can you get with that first plan? Then I want you to set out a daily schedule to ensure that you reach that one goal, right? Okay, this is what I need to do. I need to break down this goal. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it on my calendar, and it's going to be a step-by-step action plan, and we're going to reach this goal by the end of the year. Another thing we want to do is implement action. The only way to succeed in anything in life is to take the first step or action. I believe there's already a quote about that out there somewhere. The first step. The only way to, I keep coming to blank with these quotes. I'm gonna stop referring to quotes because I can't remember them. But the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. I think that's it. So you got to be able to take the first step or action. And what is first? What is next? And what is last? So you're going to have to compartmentalize these steps so that you can see what's first, what's last, and what's in between, right? Right? That's what's next. And these are questions that are really essential to answer so that you can take the actions needed to reach the goal that you've set. Don't stop taking steps until you reach your destination. That's another thing. You may have to adjust the direction, but don't stop. And I always talk about 3 feet from gold. You give up 3 feet, just 3 feet away, and someone's going to profit off the efforts that you've made that you gave up on. So I would just recommend that, of course, make wise decisions and what's best for you, and guard your decisions against what's best for you. But I don't want you to quit. If something is a stumbling block, if something is a roadblock, if something is getting in the way of you reaching your goal, find a alternate path, right? Alexa and Google and all of them, if something gets hemmed up, they recalculate. And that's what we need to do even as mompreneurs, that we might think, oh, this is what we want to do and this is what we're going to do. And in 5 years, this is what we're going to do. And then somebody has a baby in between those 5 years and it kind of derails your whole plan. But you don't have to give up. You just come up, you just recalculate, figure that thing out, right? No vision will ever come true if you don't put concrete steps in place that help you get closer to your goals. All the planning in the world will not pay off without action. Implementation of the plans that you made is key to success. If you want to lose weight, again, you must eat less or eat healthier. It's just a fact. If you want to succeed in business, you must do business things regularly that lead to earning income. So I believe in our blog, we talked about 10-minute marketing strategies. So, things that you can talk about, that you can do for your business that take only about 10 minutes, even if that's just going in and inviting people to your group, even if that's just posting, hey, sale is coming, a great day, or some motivational quote, or responding into somebody else's groups, you know, however that might be. Just taking 10 minutes a day can help you get closer to that marketing goal that you set, or that marketing goal that you set. That's good. So I want to be able to say that I'm grateful for all of you who have joined me today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure that you put them in the comment field. Living a lifestyle by design, looking at it, creating a vision for the next 5 years. It's really about you getting just downright open and honest with yourself and the things that you do for your business and your life and your health, and whether or not that's something that's going to be sustainable in 5 years, because that's the other side of it. We're looking at where we want to be in 5 years, and we're saying that we want this, and this. But what is present self doing? Right? Present self needs to be aligning with the plan that future self would like to have. You don't have to wait to the future to do those, to have a healthy lifestyle, or to build personal relationships. You don't have to wait 5 years for that. You can start now. Your present self can start now. We sometimes do an exercise in my coaching where you write a letter to your future self and date it. And if future self is, in this case, 5 years from now, you know, future self would open that envelope that current present, that past self wrote, and really just look at it and relish in it and determine whether what past self said came true, or if past self did not do what was necessary to get to where future self is supposed to be. So that might even be something that you can do at the end of this exercise, after the end of this exercise, to really kind of pull into place what it is that you desire for your lifestyle by design, because we're creating our lifestyle. We're creating the life that we want to live in our present so that we can have a better future. Like I said, most of us want to leave a legacy for our children. It's not just about day to day, paycheck to paycheck. It's beyond that. What are we going to do? What are we going to leave for our children when we're gone? I don't want to leave my children a funeral bill. You know, I don't want to leave my children just the necklaces and earring sets that I wore, or the favorite. No, I want to leave them a legacy, something that they will be proud of, something that they will remember, something that they will enjoy from generation to in generation. And so that's what we're talking about with lifestyle by design. That's what we're going down this series, so that we can look at the things that are going to help us to build the future that we desire for ourselves. I want to thank you all for joining us on this insightful episode of Mom Live. And we hope that you found some inspiration and practical guidance to start designing the life you've always envisioned. And I want you to remember, as mompreneurs, we have the unique ability to blend our passion for business with our dedication to our family. And by setting clear goals and implementing strategic plans, we can create a future where our health, relationships, finances, home, and fun all align harmoniously. Want to keep nurturing your dreams, and remember that each step you take brings you closer to your desired reality. We look forward to seeing you again on our next episode of Mom Live, where we continue to provide valuable insight to support you in your entrepreneurial journey. So, with that, I do want to invite you to the Digimompreneur Academy, but I also want to let you know that we are going to be preparing for a 4th of July sale. So, if you were ever wondering, well, what's inside the Digimompreneur Academy in that walk tier, which is our learning lab, some of the courses within that learning lab will be made available for sale for 4th of July. And we're going to give you the opportunity to buy them individually. But if you don't want to buy them individually, you can always just join the walk tier of the Digimompreneur Academy, so that you can get access to all of the courses currently in there. Not all of them will be on sale, but you will be able to get all the courses in there, in addition to new courses each month, and also some bonuses that you'll receive as well. So go ahead, check out the Digimompreneur at www.themompreneurhq.com/Digimom Academy. All right. Again, thank you for joining us. Take care and keep embracing the adventure of being a mom entrepreneur. Until next time.